Hello, how's your writing going? I have come back with a question today. Chance or choice? What was it that drove you to write? Was it a chance? Somebody gave you a chance to write and you took it, or was it that it was your own choice? Have you ever thought about it? Because when I start thinking about this and I see the trajectory my life has taken with writing, I can see that I was given a chance, but I always had a choice to say no, and I didn't. And that is what led me to writing for people, to writing books for people, business content, and now I'm talking to you again about writing. So it is so closely linked in the writer's life because I truly believe writing, nobody can write till they are driven to write. It's crazy. You might think, oh, only people who are completely driven to write should act a little. If you think that being driven to write makes you crazy, no, it doesn't. There are different ways you're driven to write. It's just that you just wake up some mornings and you think that there's nothing better in this world to do than to get the things that are in your head onto paper. But you don't do it with a happy smile. You do it because if you don't do it, it will keep on going around in your head, and that will give you a sleepless night again. Hence you have to write it down. And that's what happens to many writers. We are driven to write. Even when I write for clients, when I choose who to work with, and then I work with them and they tell me their story, they're telling me their story to write it because they are driven to put it on paper. I can help them put it on paper. That's a different issue. But till they don't get that whole thing out of their head, out of their system, onto paper, they will feel that something's not right in their world. And yes, many of my clients tell me they're doing it for lead generation, they're doing it for business. Those are all beautiful reasons we give ourselves. Writing, once you think about writing and you are absolutely driven by it, that's a reason. You can easily, create a video on your idea, you can propagate it by a talk. But the reason you choose a book is because you're driven by the written word. There's something in you that wants to see it in that form. And with that, I'm going to talk a little bit more on the writing mindset. Yes, I know there's a lot being said about the writing mindset, but is it really as hard as everybody says it is, or is it simpler? Well, you can decide what it feels like to you, but yes, the writing mindset starts with being driven to write. And that's not an easy place to be in either. Then writing, especially when you start writing, you might write the first 2-3 pages very easily, or even the first page very easily, and then you will hit a block. It will happen to you. There's no way it won't, right? And when you hit a block is when the mindset kicks in. Either you stop writing, or because you're so driven, you will find a way out. You will find a solution on how to overcome that block. And I'm not saying that overcoming that block is easy. You just have to find a solution. No, it's not. There are many things we are dealing with at that time when we're dealing with that block. The point is, when we look at a writer's block, we say, oh, the writer is out of ideas. The writer is not out of ideas. The writer is worried. The writer is insecure. The writer has a lot of fear. And even if you say you never face any of these scenes in your life, I will say no, there is a deeper reason why you can't put another word behind the first word that you wrote. There's a reason that is stopping you. You have to become aware of those reasons. Till you don't become aware of what is stopping you and why. And the reasons can be many, or it can be one. The reason can be, what will people think of me when I write? The reason can be, if you are a leader in your business and you are well known in your niche, and then you start about writing a book. I have seen that happen to leaders, is that they are, they have come a long way in their life and they have become a leader in their niche. People now ask them their opinion. People come to them with the problems and they give the solution, and they get so used to it. They have brilliant solutions, but the idea of putting it all in writing makes them feel, oh, what if somebody ever comes and questions me or says this is not right? To give it out, to give your ideas out on paper, and then to give it to people who are not known to you, who are not part of that group of your niche. And if they will read it and what they will say, that is a fear. That is a very, very real fear that happens to all of us. And once you become aware that this is what is stopping you, you will find a way out of it. But till you don't look deep within yourself and find what is stopping you, really, truly look at it in its face and then see it, till then you will not be able to write properly. So for that, you might need some help. You might need to talk to somebody who is a writer, who can help you through that, because any writer who has written has gone through those fears. These fears are universal. It doesn't make you less of a writer or more of a writer if you have it. It just means that you are in the process of writing. Enjoy it and start looking deeper within yourself. Another thing that the writing mindset requires is to understand that writing will take time. Your first draft, you might write it within 2 months. And after that, if you say, okay, I'm going to print it right now, no, please stop. Get it edited. Look through rewrite it again. Go through it once more. You'll look at it with new eyes, then get it edited. And then when you're really okay with it, then get it published. There is time for each and everything. Do not rush from writing into publishing straight away. Even when I write blog posts, and these are small blog posts, I would not publish them the same day as I write it. And I've learned this the hard way, because the day I publish it, the same day I write it, even though I'm pretty sure that this is the right article, this is the right blog post, there's nothing more I want to add, when I read it the next day, I'll go, oh no, I should not have printed it. It needs a little bit more to be done to it. Maybe the story is right, but the flow can be changed. There will always be a little bit more, but give yourself and your writing that time to breathe. You don't need to win a race here. You need to write and get your idea out in a better manner. That's the whole idea about this, right? The writing mindset is all about being driven to write. It's about keeping on writing. It's about being self-aware of what is stopping you. What is really stopping you when you start writing? Think about these things when you think about the writing mindset. And no, it's not a term that is used loosely. It's a very real term, and it's a term that can make or break a writer. So look at the things that affect you while you're writing and keep on writing. And if you have any more doubts about how to go about it, how to go about your writing, do write in. Bye-bye.